Not long ago, Berbera was a quiet, almost forgotten coastal town on the Gulf of Aden. Life here moved at a gentle pace, with the sea breeze carrying stories of a simpler time. Its days moved with the tides, its port handling only modest trade, its potential mostly asleep. The world seemed to pass Berbera by, leaving it in the shadow of busier ports nearby. But then, Somaliland, the self-declared independent nation, decided to wake Berbera up. Leaders saw an opportunity to transform their fortunes and put their town on the map. They saw their strategic coastline and asked, why not us? Why couldn't Berbera become a gateway to the world, a hub for trade and progress? The transformation began. Fishing boats gave way to the roar of cranes and the bustle of global commerce. The sleepy port started to stir as new investments and ideas arrived. Today, Berbera is unrecognizable, a hive of activity, cranes towering over the waterfront, ships from around the world docking at its new terminals. The skyline is changing, and so are the lives of its people. The town pulses with energy, hope, and ambition. Every corner buzzes with new possibilities, and the community feels the momentum. This is Somaliland's first chapter in rewriting its destiny. For many, it's a symbol of what's possible when vision meets determination. Geography became an asset, not a limitation. Berbera's location, once overlooked, is now its greatest strength. Berbera is now the anchor of a national project, a bold bet on the future. The port stands as a beacon for Somaliland's ambitions. It's a declaration: Somaliland is open for business and ready to compete. The world is starting to take notice. The quiet days are over. Berbera's story is just beginning, and its future looks brighter than ever. The era of Berbera, the economic engine, has begun, and the world is watching as this once sleepy town rises to meet its destiny. Turning Berbera into a regional powerhouse isn't luck, it's strategy. Somaliland's leaders have spent years carefully crafting a vision that puts their port city on the map, not just for the region, but for the entire continent. Somaliland's vision is to create a logistics and trade hub that rivals the best in the world. They're determined to transform Berbera into a magnet for commerce, innovation, and opportunity. The plan, not just a bigger port, but an entire economic ecosystem, one that supports manufacturing, warehousing, and international business. At its heart is the Berbera Economic Zone, a free trade area designed to attract global companies with low taxes and minimal red tape. Here, businesses can thrive with fewer barriers and more incentives. The goal: lure manufacturers, logistics firms, and investors eager for a gateway to East Africa. It's about creating jobs, boosting exports, and putting Somaliland on the global economic stage. But the ambition stretches further. Somaliland wants to be more than just a port. They want to be a bridge between continents. The Berbera Corridor, a modern highway and eventually a railway, will link the port deep into Ethiopia, a landlocked giant hungry for access to the sea. This connection could transform regional trade. This corridor is the artery connecting Berbera to a vast market, opening up new possibilities for millions of people and businesses. Somaliland isn't just building infrastructure, it's building a new economic identity, one rooted in openness, ambition, and regional cooperation. They see connections, not borders. Every handshake, every shipment, every new road is a step toward a more integrated future. Berbera is set to become the central node in a web of trade from the Middle East to Africa's heart, linking continents and cultures. It's a calculated, ambitious vision, one that's bold, forward-thinking, and already drawing attention from around the world. And it's already taking shape, brick by brick, deal by deal, as Somaliland builds its future. Dreams need more than talk. They need cranes, concrete, and commitment. Berbera's transformation is visible in its gleaming new container terminal, built with DP World. Massive gantry cranes now unload the world's largest ships with speed and precision. Behind the scenes, state-of-the-art warehouses and cold storage facilities keep goods moving safely and efficiently. The logistics chain is modern, secure, and built for global standards. The Berbera Corridor Highway is being rebuilt, turning a once treacherous road into a smooth economic artery to Ethiopia. Every mile of new road shortens delivery times and boosts competitiveness. All these elements, terminals, logistics, highways, form an integrated system. This is more than construction. It's the assembly of an economic engine. Each new piece is a vote of confidence in Somaliland's future. Berbera isn't just dreaming, it's building. Ports are about people as much as ships. Every container moved, every vessel docked, is the result of human effort and ambition. Berbera's boom is transforming lives across Somaliland, reaching far beyond the port gates and into the heart of communities. Thousands found work during construction, but the real impact is in long-term careers. Crane operators, warehouse managers, truck drivers, and many more roles that keep the port running day and night. Steady jobs mean more money circulating locally, new restaurants, busier shops, and a real estate surge. Families can now afford better homes, and local businesses are thriving like never before. Entrepreneurs are plugging into the port's supply chain, offering services from transport to equipment maintenance. Small businesses are finding new opportunities to grow alongside the port's expansion. The port acts as an economic heart, pumping opportunity into every corner of the city and fueling growth in unexpected places. It's also driving a skills revolution, inspiring young people to pursue new careers and learn trades that were once out of reach. Vocational training is creating a new generation of logistics specialists, customs agents, and engineers, roles that are vital for the region's future. This investment in people is the project's most valuable legacy, building confidence and pride in the workforce. It's not just about jobs today, but careers for tomorrow. Opportunities that will shape families and communities for generations. For many, the port is a path to a better life. A fisherman's son can now dream of managing logistics. A young woman can become a port engineer, and new aspirations are taking root. Berbera's development is as much social as economic, weaving new connections between people, families, and neighborhoods. Its biggest export may soon be opportunity itself, as hope and ambition spread far beyond the docks and into the future of Somaliland. Ambition needs fuel, and that fuel is foreign investment. Somaliland couldn't build Berbera alone. It needed a partner with deep pockets and expertise. Enter DP World, the global port giant from the UAE. Their investment brought not just money, but credibility, signaling to the world that Berbera is open for business. When a major player bets big, others take notice. Somaliland sweetened the deal with incentives, tax breaks, full foreign ownership, and streamlined regulations in the economic zone. This business-friendly approach is attracting more investors, overcoming the region's perceived risks. DP World's involvement connects Berbera to a global network, making it easier for shipping lines to add the port to their routes. Foreign capital is accelerating Somaliland's transformation and integrating it into the global economy. It's proof that smart partnerships can turn bold dreams into reality. The road to becoming Africa's Singapore is anything but smooth. Somaliland's biggest challenge? Lack of international recognition. No country officially recognizes its independence, making loans and contracts tricky and some investors wary. The region is fiercely competitive. Djibouti dominates Ethiopian trade, and Eritrea's ports are potential rivals. Security is a constant concern. Piracy, instability in neighboring Somalia, and regional tensions all cast shadows. Somaliland's own stability is impressive, but vigilance is essential. One major incident could shake investor confidence. These diplomatic, competitive, and security hurdles are real. Overcoming them requires more than infrastructure. It demands clever diplomacy and relentless focus on efficiency. Somaliland has shown resilience for decades, but the journey to global hub status depends as much on navigating these challenges as on building the port itself. The dream is bold, but the reality is complex. Berbera's story is bigger than Somaliland. It could redraw the economic map of the Horn of Africa. For decades, this region was known for conflict, not commerce. Berbera is changing that narrative, showing what's possible with vision and determination. The biggest immediate winner? Ethiopia. Relying on Djibouti alone is risky. Berbera offers a vital alternative. Competition means lower costs, faster trade, and more jobs for Ethiopians. Berbera is also poised to become a major transshipment hub, sitting on the maritime highway between Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Large ships can offload cargo here for distribution across East Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. The economic zone is designed for value addition, assembling, processing, and packaging goods for export. This moves Somaliland up the value chain just like Singapore and Dubai. Berbera's ultimate vision, not just a gateway for Africa but a global hub in its own right. The transformation is underway. Berbera's rise isn't just economic, it's geopolitical. The port's success has drawn the attention of global and regional powers. DP World's investment was as much about strategy as business, giving the UAE a foothold in a critical region. Ethiopia's stake is political too, seeking independence from Djibouti's monopoly. As Berbera grows, it becomes a chess piece in a game involving the US, China, and Middle Eastern rivals. The port is now a strategic asset, not just for Somaliland, but for the entire region. The next chapter will be about diplomacy and defense as much as trade. How Somaliland navigates these competing interests will shape its future. The economic dream is taking flight, but now it must weather the turbulent skies of geopolitics. And that, as always, is a story still unfolding.